So I get a lot of questions about NAD. Look, I'm not a big fan of NAD. So reviewing at least 7 different trials looking at NAD in people, not in mice models or not in an ex vivo, which means in just the laboratory cell culture state. And I looked at these trials that had patients that were overweight, patients that were normal weight, patients that were older, patients that were younger. All of these trials are very small N, which means they do not have a big population of study, making statistics very difficult to obtain. They varied in dose, whether it was NR or NMN or NAD in terms of the supplement that was used. How they measured responses was different. Length of time of follow up was different. So there were so many differences in these small trials that reaching a conclusion as to whether or not you should be on NAD would be extremely difficult to do based on the literature. Unfortunately, NAD has become very commercialized. That to some degree interferes with clinical trials, and it has also become Instagramized, where people think it's going to necessarily help make them live longer.